cannot stand peach fragrances. I don't get the hype around them. Until I smelled Speechless from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. And well, it had me speechless. Come back and I'll tell you why I gave my most hated fragrance note a shot, but you gotta come back. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're into fragrance reviews, layering combos, and just smelling like you got your life put together, then you know what you got to do. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So you heard the intro. We're talking about Speechless from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. And as you guys know, one of my favorite houses currently is Lorenzo Pazzaglia. I love all his fragrances, at least all the ones I've smelled for the most part. I love them. I can't get enough of them. So I'm always searching my next Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrance. So I want to say sometime in June, I was Googling my next fragrance from him, and I saw a bottle I haven't seen before, Speechless. When I did a little bit more researching and digging around, I noticed that there were 3 fragrances that are supposed to release this year. 2 of them already released. Well, 3 of them technically, because I know there's another one. Anyway, with that said, it was on Fragrantica. There was an article mentioning these 3 fragrances. I forget it's like a big convention, I believe, in France. I forget. If you guys watch this, you know what I'm talking about. But he debuted these 3 fragrances there, and the plan was to release them this year. And one of them was Speechless, and I wound up seeing that it was on Max Aroma. So I wanted to be one of the first ones to purchase it because I find Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrances are super popular on social media. I haven't seen a lot discussed on YouTube, but then I'm never really on YouTube these days. But I wanted to be one of the first ones to review it, and I don't even know why we have that mindset. It's just like when you get it, you get it. But I felt like, since looking at the notes, peach being one of the notes, would it be perfect for this time of the year as opposed to waiting? So I said, let me jump on it. And then when I saw that it was on Max Aroma, I can't recall if it was just regular price for retail at $175, or did they have a sale, or I had a discount code. I can't remember, but I know I didn't pay retail for it. I paid like $150 something. And since Max Aroma is in the city, I went and picked it up. So we have it. I was a little hesitant, even though, again, as I mentioned to you guys, I'm a huge Lorenzo Pazzaglia fan. Peach is not one of my favorite notes. Just something about it. Like I've tried so many different peach fragrances I can't stand the fruity, synthetic almost smelling scents. And then you have the unique smells of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, for example, and I just can't get on the hype train with that one. So I just really cannot stand peach fragrances, although I love the fruit. It's weird. So I was hesitant when picking this one up, but I remember doing the unboxing and I was like, now wait a second. This has my attention. It didn't just smell like peach, like something glowing and synthetic, but there was a fizziness to this that made this a little bit different than what I'm typically used to. So I was like, okay, maybe we have something here. Okay, so let's jump into the notes. I'll put them on the screen as always, but some of the main ones we have are peach, grapefruit, ginger, lime, and cannabis. I'll be honest, I don't really get the cannabis note in here, but it's one of the notes that are listed. Like I mentioned, this peach isn't overly sweet. It's not that candied peach syrupy. It's just really fizzy. And I think with the array of citrus notes that we have in the opening, grapefruit, you have the spice of ginger, lemon, it just gives this bite. When you think of biting into a grapefruit or a lemon, the best way I can describe it is this like static biting into those type of fruits. I know that sounds weird, but walk with me. That's what I get when I smell Speechless, the initial spray. The peach is not overly sweet, just that fizz. It's almost like a peach soda. Then as it dries down, you get the green notes, the array of green notes, and just it gives it that herbal essence. definitely unique, something that I wasn't expecting, especially since I told you my experience with peach fragrances. But this was really, really nice. In regards to when I'm rocking this for sure in the summertime. It just reminds me of the summertime, but I honestly would start rocking this maybe in the spring, just because of that greenness that's in here. Definitely unisex. You might find the fruity aspect of this fragrance a little bit on the feminine side, but the green notes definitely grounded and make it masculine and just makes it perfectly unisex. I'm rocking this to casual outings, maybe not necessarily errands, but maybe you're going to a barbecue or a picnic, a brunch, something that's outdoors and feel good. I would definitely rock this. With the longevity and the performance, I got a nice run out of it. It's not like other Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrances that I review that I have in my collection, because a lot of times his fragrances have oud in it and some other notes that make the fragrance beastly. This one, I'm assuming because of the green notes that are in here as well, that's where it lacks. But it still is not. When you get a Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrance, don't expect the fragrance to last for an hour or two. You're at minimum probably going to get 5 hours and upward, depending on what the fragrance is. But I got a moderate run out of this in regards to the performance, the sillage. I can't tell you that it left a trail, and I don't even know why we actually say things like that, just because can you really tell something left a trail unless someone actually tells you? No. So I definitely did smell it on me. It's definitely not a skin set, but I definitely found it lingered in my scent bubble. So again, based off the notes that are in here, I think it did a really good job with the longevity and the performance. Layering combo time. So as always, we start with an unscented soap. Then I use from Bath and Body Works, Pretty as a Peach. When did I get this? I got this last year. It was like one of their online exclusives. I didn't want to get Peach Bellini just because I feel like everyone gets that one. And Peach Bellini definitely reminds me of that type of peach I don't like. So when I saw this and saw the notes, and it had apple blossom and jasmine in it, I'm like, I feel like I would like this a little bit better, which I do. And I think it pairs really well with one of my fragrances in my collection. I believe, what is that? One of those Arabian fragrances that I have, it pairs well with. But decided to use the shower gel for that. But instead of using the matching body cream for this, keep mentioning this brand. I really love their body glazes. Canvas Beauty brand. I use their Drunken Peach body glaze, and I also used the matching body drops just to elevate that peach note in there. And then before I sprayed Speechless, I wound up spraying Suspero's Vibrato. The reason I did that, because of the grapefruit note in here and the ginger note and just the overall greenness of Vibrato, I thought went really, really well with this fragrance. Probably might be a little bit on the masculine leaning side when it comes to layering combos, but I definitely think with the addition of the Drunken Peach body glaze and body drop, it feminine it up a little bit. So I really enjoyed that fragrance, and it was a beautiful combo that I wore during the summer. For my recommendation, would I recommend Lorenzo Pazzaglia Speechless? Yeah, I mean, if you're into peach fragrances, it's not, I don't want to say it's something that's completely groundbreaking and my favorite from his house. It's definitely not. I think this is something you don't have to rush out and buy. But if you're someone like me that wants a different take on peach, I would definitely try this one out. If you're a fan of Lorenzo Pazzaglia, I think you'll continue to be a fan with this fragrance. Again, it's not overly unique, but it's different. It's not what I'm typically used to. It didn't have me speechless, but it definitely shut me up when it came to me crapping all over peach fragrances rather. So definitely check this one out. As always, make sure you find a discount code before you purchase this fragrance, or obviously sample it. But I definitely recommend you trying Speechless from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. And that is my video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're familiar with Speechless or any other Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrances that I should be checking out, because I'm always Googling to seeing what's the next fragrance that I'm buying from him. So let me know. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.